It should be getting dark outside by now. She was depressed just a short while ago.
しのさんがちなみにお料理教えてくれるって。今日の晩ご飯はちなみに作らせてくれるって。
So what are you going to make for me, huh?
悪く舌打ちされてる。
Let's have takeaway for dinner.
一目散に受話器取ってる。
あらあら、ダメよ、ようちゃん。
On Shino's eyes are open normally, so she's fully awake now.
今日はちなみちゃんが晩ご飯を作るんだから。
How could this be happening?
お昼のリベンジを果たすためだよ。
What did I ever do to you to deserve this?
なんでちなみの料理がお兄ちゃんに対する報復みたいになってるの？
Revenge, isn't it?
それリベンジ違いだよ。お兄ちゃんにちなみの愛情たっぷりご飯を味わってもらいたいっていうこのいじらしい心意気がわからないの？
I understand very well.
じゃあなんで現在進行形で出前3人前頼んでるの？
Because I understand so well that I'm getting goosebumps.
そんなにちなみは恐ろしい子なの、お兄ちゃん。
This is seriously tiring.
ようちゃん、
On Shino plops my head.
ちなみちゃんをいじめない。お兄ちゃんでしょ？
Yeah, you tell that asshole. No, because I'm her brother, it's all the more reason to try and prevent disasters from happening. She plops my head again.
ようちゃんはちなみちゃんをいじめすぎ。
Yeah, you tell that asshole. I never intended to be mean to
そ
her.
れじゃあちなみちゃん、悪いお兄ちゃんをギャフンと言わせるお料理を作りましょうか。
The two of them enter the kitchen like best friends. It seems like I'm the villain here for some reason. Because you are. I only wanted to stand up for world peace. For your own peace. The path of justice is always filled with solitude. I head outside. There's still a while before dinner. I was going to continue where I left off. Tonight's sky is filled with light. Therefore, she should be there. She'll be gazing at the stars by herself at the secluded lookout. I don't know why she's there. I don't know who she is. There's too much I don't understand, which is exactly why I have to go see her.
こんにちは、ようくん。
It's more like good evening.
細かいね、ようくん。
You reckon?
細かくって頭でっかち。
Really now?
だからきっと私とようくんを足して2で割るとこの町一番の優等生になるんだよ。
I'm always being called an honor student at school, you know.
それは嘘だよ。騙されちゃダメだよ。
I don't think they are lying
よ
though.
うくん、誰に優等生だなんて言われてるの？
My homeroom teacher, for example.
その人が諸悪の根源なんだね。
Is that so? That's not true. My teacher's a nice person.
そう思わせるのがその人の狙いなんだよ。
But I don't think they're like that.
ダメだよ、ようくん。その人の諫言に耳を貸さないように注意しないと。
Why are you making them sound so bad? She looks greedily into the sky at the fried bread.
先生なんてそういうものだよ。
She reaches out for it with her small, short arms as if it were obtainable.
学校なんてそういうものだよ。
Do you hate school? She averts her gaze from the fried bread and faces me.
ようくん、
What?
ようくんはね、優等生なんかじゃないんだよ。
It's as if she wants me to be like
だ
that.
からね、私が教えてあげる。ようくんが優等生になれるように、お姉さんの私がいろいろ教えてあげる。
It's as if her eyes are clinging onto something. What are you going to teach me?
ようくんが知らないこと。
Like what?
それは、ようくんが本当の優等生になったらわかるよ。
She had a lonely
だ
smile.
から、まだ秘密。ようくんが本当の優等生になって、もっと大人になるまでは、秘密だよ。
I certainly learned a lot of things from her afterwards. We looked up together beneath the summer constellations. I won't forget about the fun times I spent with her, even after months and years pass. Perhaps she did teach me a lot of things. But some parts of those happy memories have become blurry. In other words, I'm starting to forget the cherished memories she gave me. Those fun memories of playing with her, are they fading away? Or have they been worn down completely already? That means I'm not an honor student. I haven't even passed the test. I haven't failed school yet. I'm falling behind in her lessons. Maybe she's angry because I haven't become a honor student, even after she had finally taught me all those things. Maybe she disappeared because she got angry. I wonder if she's here. The mysterious girl who resembles the girl who taught me how to have fun. To see her, I'll have to get past this fence. This obstacle was constructed to stop people from going to the lookout. Back then, climbing up Yume Misaka itself was the obstacle. Most kids don't have the stamina to climb up this hill, like Chinami, who took a taxi back home halfway through. Now that I think about it, she came to the lookout every day. I arrived there exhausted every day, yet she coolly greeted me there every time. Without a single drop of sweat. Well, maybe she was just very healthy. I wasn't exactly athletic back then. I admit I wasn't particularly good at anything other than studying, hence being called a nerd. But things have changed. No one calls me a nerd now. Thanks to her, I had to climb Yume Misaka every day and ended up getting fit. I take a detour around the fence and head into the forest. As it's my 4th time coming here, I don't need to worry about my footing anymore. I follow the small trail led by indescribable hopes. The trees on both sides of the trail stop. My vision fills with lights of various shapes and sizes.
Konnichiwa, Yo-kun.
The first thing she says. It's more like good evening.
細かいのね、Yo-kun.
They're saying the same things, you reckon?
細かくて頭でっかち。
Really? Do you think we'll be the best honor students around if we work together? She doesn't agree.
死神は優等生なんかにならないから。
Oh, so that's how it is. You know, when I was little, people called me an honor student.
そうなんだ。
But in truth, apart from my grades, everything else wasn't honor student level. I never played with friends either. Except for her. But after changing schools, I suddenly had a lot of friends. I started fooling around and in my opinion was no longer an honor student. Though my approach to school life wasn't bad, our tsundere class president was always nagging me.
ツンデレ委員長って誰？
A girl who might have had a crush on me. I didn't notice her feelings at all.
そう。
I didn't notice the feelings of the girl in the library either.
そう。
I'm not an honor student when it comes to love.
そう。
That's why perhaps she taught me about love. My first kiss on the forehead was significant because of that. The two of us were in a student-teacher relationship of sorts. The link between master and pupil. With the passing of time, the only things tying us together are this lookout and her name. If I lose either one of those two, I may never be able to reunite with her. I don't want that to happen. That's why I can't forget, regardless of how blurry my memory gets. At the very least, I must not forget her name.
だから何？
So what was her name? I don't think it was Lolly. Nothing. This isn't something I should say out loud. Besides, the girl in front of me isn't her. While they share a lot of similarities, they cannot logically be the same person. That's why I wonder just who exactly is Mare. Are you Japanese?
いきなり何？
I apologize if I've offended you. It's just been on my mind.
どうして気になるの？
Your name is very unusual.
そう？
Yep.
まあ、私は日本人なんかじゃないから。
So you're a foreigner?
死神。
She's trying to trick me, isn't she? What nationality are you?
死神に国籍なんてないわ。
Where do you live?
死神に住所なんてないわ。
Homeless?
悪いの？
No, there isn't exactly a problem, so to speak. No, it's fine if you don't want to discuss your circumstances.
事情なんてないし、ちゃんと言ったじゃない。
Is your home nearby?
死神に家なんてないわ。
She's using Grim Reapers as an excuse for everything. Your costume is very original.
そう？
Yep. That's why she looks like a Grim Reaper.
まあ、私は死神だからね。
Don't tell me you wear that outfit into town.
死神は街中なんて歩かないわ。
Isn't that scythe heavy?
別に？
Why do you have something like that with you?
知らない。
Is it because you're a Grim Reaper?
そうかもしれないし、違うかもしれない。気がついたら持っていたから。
That scythe is used for cutting nightmares, right?
そう。
Everything about you is interesting.
ずっと感じてたんだけど、私が死神だって信じてないわね。
That's not true at all.
あなたが言ったくせに。
That's why I said that wasn't true.
ニヤニヤしてるその顔が気に食わない。
Her raised scythe reflects the starlight. The clouds covering up the Milky Way start dispersing. Separated by that huge barrier, Orihime and Hikoboshi continue shining in blue and white. It's as if they are trying to catch each other's attention. Do you know what date is tomorrow?
知ってるわ。
Really?
うん。
Tomorrow isn't a public holiday, so I'd be surprised if anyone cared about it.
気にするほど大切な日でもないし。
That's probably true for most people.
うん。
Although they probably still hang wish cards in primary schools.
短冊？ケーキじゃなくて？
Your family celebrates Tanabata by having cake?
七夕？
Tomorrow's Tanabata, isn't it? The 7th of July, the only day of the year when Hikoboshi and Orihime can meet. The forecast said that the weather is going to be clear tomorrow. Doesn't seem like the Milky Way will flood. Is this the fruit of their longing for each other?
そう。明日は七夕だったんだ。
What day did you think it was?
別に。
She faces the other direction, seemingly angry. What are you sulking for?
すねてなんかない。
Then why are you getting irritated?
抜きになんか。
Ha ha!
何笑ってるの？
What? Don't point your scythe in my direction. I beg off alarmingly. Isn't it dangerous to be pointing that at people?
子供扱いしているその口調が気に食わない。
I want to treat you like an adult, but you were acting like a child just then. That's why I laughed in relief.
私は子供なんかじゃない。
I know, you're a Grim Reaper.
そのバカにした態度が気に食わない。
Didn't I tell you not to point your scythe this way?
さっさと悪夢を買っておけばよかったかな。
She starts mumbling something. So, what day did you think tomorrow was?
いいでしょ、別に。
I'm really curious though.
知らない。
It appears that I got her in a bad mood. I feel the breeze passing over the trees. The temperature isn't cold, but the wind does get chilly at night. On Shino and Chinami should have finished preparing dinner by now. They're probably waiting for me. I should head home. You're not going home yet?
死神は帰ったりしないわ。
Her Japanese also seems somewhat strange. I'll be heading back though.
そう、
Will I be able to see you again tomorrow?
知らない。
I see.
帰る前に鎌で刺していい？
Of course not.
やっぱり無警戒のところを背中からざっくり行くしかないか。
I have a hunch that she said something scary. Say, Mare. Mare stares at me deeply. Why don't we head back together? Her eyes widen. I'll take you home. It's pretty late already, so it's dangerous to be walking alone. But she has a scythe!
男の子ね。
Why is everything matching up with my memories? Don't tell me the next line will be, have you ever kissed before?
さよなら、ヨウくん。
See? She didn't say it.
あなたが背中を見せたらざっくり行こうと思ってたけど、チャンスを逃したみたい。あなたの悪夢はなかなか手強いのね。
Mare disappears in front of my eyes along with the starlight.
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん、おかえりなさい。
Tadaima! Chinami bursts out of the kitchen as soon as I enter the living room.
お風呂にしますか？お背中お流ししましょうか？それとも先にちなみをお食べになりますか？
How about all those things at the same time? What's with this game of punishment?
ちなみの愛情は罰ゲームじゃないよ。
あらあら、ようちゃん、ベストタイミングね。
それではお兄ちゃんをダイニングにご案内。
Chinami grabs onto my arm and heads for where the food was.
ほらほらお兄ちゃん、見てよ見て見て。これちなみが作ったんだよ。
Oh, that looks delicious.
そうでしょそうでしょ。ちなみだってやればできるんだからね。
Why aren't the plates set up splendidly?
お皿並べただけじゃなくて、ちゃんとちなみも作ったんだよ。
The mackerel looks a bit different. The grated radish is pretty normal. I can make out the seaweed. What if something weird is at the bottom of this mushroom soup?
味噌汁を箸でかき回すのはお行儀悪いんだよ。
あらあら、ダメよようちゃん。ちゃんと手を洗ってからいただきましょうね。
Shino-san, which one did Chinami make?
これよ。
She points at the seaweed. Impossible!
お兄ちゃんの目がとても怖いよ。
嘘じゃないわよ。ね、ちなみちゃん。
もちろんです。これがちなみの実力ですから。
What happened to the Kogasaka Chinami I knew? The girl with the demonic hands.
何その失礼極まりない2つな。
そうよね。ちなみちゃんはすごいんだから、レシピも見ずにひじき豆が作れるんだものね。
はい。ちなみはお兄ちゃんごときとは比べ物にならないくらいすごいんです。
True, even though I've always been helping out with the housework, I would definitely need a cookbook. To make the seaweed dish, you need to have a careful mix of soy sauce, alcohol, mirin, salt and sugar down to the tablespoon.
どうお兄ちゃん。これでもまだちなみを足手まといだなんて抜かすのかな。
I could only nod like a loser.
これまでのちなみに対する数々の狼藉、どう落とし前つけてくれるのかなお兄ちゃん。
But that's...
でもへちまもへったくれもないんだよ。たとえお天道様が許しても、このちなみ様が黒と言ったら目玉焼きでも黒いんだよ。
She vents out all her complaints.
ちなみちゃんかっこいい。
Even when Shino is entranced.
さあさあお兄ちゃん、この世にも美しい料理人のちなみ様に対して何か言うことがあるんじゃないかな。
Chinami, I see you in a better light now.
もう一声だよお兄ちゃん。
Chinami, I think I'm falling in love.
お兄ちゃん。
She hugs me energetically.
二人ともお幸せにね。
And Shino dabs the corners of her eyes with a handkerchief.
それにしても本当にちなみちゃんはすごいわね。
それほどでもないですよしのさん。
Don't be so modest. Starting from tomorrow, I'll leave the kitchen to you as you please.
これでようやく天国のお母さんを安心させてあげられるよ。
This might sound rude, but I'm surprised at how fast Chinami has matured.
私もびっくりしちゃった。卵焼きを作ってたはずなのにひじき豆になっちゃうんだもの。
What?
そこまで褒められると照れちゃうなーって。どうしたの、何してるの。ちなみが作ったひじき風卵焼きをなぜゴミ箱に放り込んでるのお兄ちゃん。
All this talk has made the food cold. Shall we eat?
我が家の食卓からきれいさっぱりちなみのひじき豆が消え失せてるよお兄ちゃん。
Only someone with taste as bad as yours would ever enjoy it.
マヨネーズで和えるとあの苦味がやみつきになるんだよ。
Please don't talk about that during meals.
ほんと不思議ね。分量も火加減も間違っていなかったのにどうして黒くなるのかしら。
This is the result of Kogasaka Chinami's powers, the girl with the demonic hands. Today is the promised day of Orihime and Hikoboshi's reunion, Tanabata. Because this town is located towards the north, Tanabata is moved back a month to the 7th of August. Nobody here celebrates this day now, our household is no exception. Decorating bamboo grass with wish cards was just a thing for children. Adults only hang up the wish cards because their kids urged them to buy some at the department store sales. I have only written my wish on them once when I was a child. Although I don't remember hanging it on bamboo grass. I only had my wish on it, that was it. I don't know if it was because saying it was too bothersome or due to some other reason. No matter how hard I try to remember, the blurry memories just won't clear up. Unlike the sky. This is a regular routine of my younger sister oversleeping.
ごめんお兄ちゃん、今すぐ朝ごはんの支度。
I'm full.
もう食べ終わってるよこの人。
I saved some for you too.
それ昨日お兄ちゃんが捨てたひじき風卵焼き。
I'm going to finish off the unpacking.
ちょっと待ってよ。いい加減そろそろちなみに朝ごはん作らせてよ。毎朝ちなみの邪魔して楽しいのお兄ちゃん。
Isn't it your own fault for getting up late?
ちなみは悪くないもん。 目覚ましが勝手に止まってるのが悪いんだもん。あの目覚ましが壊れてるのがいけないんだもん。
I can hear that clock ringing every morning, you know.
でもちなみには聞こえなかったもん。
Idiots can't hear it.
どうでもいいように答えられてる。
What's broken isn't the clock, but your hearing.
そんなわけないよ。ちなみはこの生涯で1日だって耳掃除を欠かしたことないんだから。
Haven't you learned your lesson when your ear got inflamed from overcleaning it?
だって気持ちいいんだもん。
And because of that, you have finally lost your eardrums and hence are unable to hear the alarm clock, no?
もしそうだったらこうしてお兄ちゃんと会話を交わすこともできてないでしょ。
Anything's possible for
お
you.
兄ちゃんの中のちなみ像ってどうなってるの？
At any rate, you've slept in for 3 days straight, so start by apologizing to Mom.
ごめんなさいお母さん。
Now you have to apologize to me because the seaweed isn't the one from yesterday.
ごめんなさいお兄ちゃん。
Now apologize to Chino-san, who is happily letting you stay here.
ごめんなさいしのさん。
Lastly, apologize to the entire population of Japan. Why's
ごめ
that?
んなさい。生まれてきてごめんなさい。
What?
ってどれだけちなみのこと卑屈にさせるのお兄ちゃん。
This is for making me kneel down
お
yesterday.
兄ちゃんが勝手にひざまついただけでしょ。
I'm going back to my room. Don't enter without permission.
お兄ちゃんのバカー。
I'm a bit envious of her liveliness in the mornings.